Welcome to this de-stress, winding down Vinyasa flow with inversion free options. If you're inversion free, I suggest a bolster and blocks. Go ahead and grab what you need and we'll get started. This practice will start off on the strong side to get rid of any excess energy that you may have, and then we will start to wind it down and slow down to find the calmness, to be in the breath, and to settle down. Now that you have what you need, let's start up at the top of the mat. Finding Tadasana, standing up nice and tall, rooting down through those feet. Lower belly is pulled up and in. Open those shoulders, open that heart, and take a nice deep breath. And here we go, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, hands down to the mat, find your way back to plank, and move through your Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog or Child's Pose, and we'll stay here for about 5 breaths. Allowing the body to open up to build some heat. One more full breath here. And gently find your way back to plank. Step it up to the top of the mat, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. One full breath here with the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold hands down, find your way back to plank. Move through your Vinyasa. Coming back to Child's Pose or Downward Facing Dog, your choice. This time we'll only stay for one more breath. Let's move into a 3-legged dog. So either the traditional variation or you come from a plank and lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, thigh to the chest, step it forward and come into your high lunge. Coming to fingertips, lifting the chest. Root down through the feet. Inhale, coming up to crescent pose. Exhale, settle into crescent. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the waistline. Exhale, twist to the right, opening the arms to shoulder height. Inhale, come through crescent. Exhale, swivel the back leg and find warrior 2. Don't move the feet here. Inhale, come back to crescent pose. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. One more time through. Inhaling through crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Bring the heel to the sit bone. From here, either flip into traditional wild thing, or if you're going inversion free, just gently touch the right foot behind you. You're coming more into a side plank. Press the heart forward and arch. From here, gently come back to your 3-legged plank. Exhale that right leg forward towards the chest, outwardly rotate, find pigeon pose. Settling into that right hip, lifting up onto fingertips, shoulders back, chest open, and breathe. Enjoy this back bend. And now if you'd like to, you can take a gentle fold forward. On your next inhale, come up onto your hands, tuck the back toe. We're gonna come back into plank, or you could take 3-legged plank depending on your energy level, and move through your Vinyasa. Shifting back, either Child's Pose or Downward Facing Dog. Staying here for about 5 breaths. take one more breath here in child's pose or down dog. And we transition now into three-legged dog, either the traditional version or the plank version. Left heel lifts up and back. As you exhale, step it through. Find your high lunge, lifting the heart, rolling the shoulders back. Root down through those feet. Inhale, press it up to crescent pose. Exhale, settle in, get comfy into that crescent. Inhale, lifting up out of the waistline. Exhale, twist to the left, opening your arms to shoulder height. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, coming to crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior two. One more time through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Find that three-legged plank and either take regular wild thing or inversion free wild thing. Pressing through the spine, moving the hips forward, opening the chest, and breathing. Gently bring it back to that three-legged plank, and then exhale the left thigh towards the chest, outwardly rotate, and find pigeon. Finding the active variation first, so the spine is nice and long and tall, shoulders roll back, chest is open. And if you'd like to fold forward now, feel free to take that to whatever depth is comfortable for you. And gently bring yourself up onto your hands if you have folded forward. Tuck the back toe. Find your plank or three-legged plank and take your vinyasa. Finding your way back into child's pose and resting here for a few breaths. Dogs, this is what it means to live in Sri Lanka. There's always some sort of symphony of dogs. If you have your props on your mat, gently move them off to the side. And we'll move into a seated position. So ease your way out of your child's pose. And let's bring ourselves into bound angle pose. So the heels can be as close to the hips as you can maintain, sitting up nice and tall through the spine. You can hold on to either the shin bones or the arches of the feet. So sitting up nice and tall through the spine, open those elbows, and as you exhale, gently hinge forward. So we're still keeping this a little bit more active, except for those hip flexors. Those we want to relax. But the spine is nice and active, the lower belly is active. As you inhale, come up through vertical. Exhale, release the hands, but now bring them to the outer part of the legs. Use your hands to close the legs, hug them in, and give a little rock from side to side. From here, we'll take seated twist. So bringing the right heel towards the sit bone, left leg extends long, right hand comes behind the hip. Just make sure that your shoulder doesn't hike up. Keep it lowered. Inhale the opposite arm up. Exhale, scoop the belly and twist to the right. You can either hug or tuck the arm around the thigh, whatever's the most comfortable for your shoulder. Allow your head to rotate as well so the full spinal twist is in effect. One more nice full breath. On your inhale, eyes come to the front. Exhale, gently release the twist. Let that right leg extend out. And we'll switch to the other side right away. Left heel comes to the sit bone. Left hand comes behind you as close to the hip as you can manage. Inhale the opposite arm up. Exhale, scoop the belly, twist to the left, and either hug or tuck the arm around the thigh. One more full breath. Let the eyes gently come to the front. Exhale, gently release. Let's extend that left leg out. Legs are parallel, so they don't have to be totally together. Heels right under the sit bones for Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, either yogi toe lock, hold the toes, or wherever your hands may fall, and fold it forward. If you're inversion free, just be mindful that you're not lowering your head. We want to keep or maintain that nice diagonal through the spine. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, start to roll up through the spine. Exhale where you need to. We're going to move into a reclined position. So if you can lay flat, go ahead and lay flat. If you are inversion free, set up the props the same way we did when we were in child's pose. So the blocks are stacked, and you take your bolster or pillows so that you have a nice diagonal line here to lay on. Once you're settled, go ahead and lay back. We're going to take wind relieving pose. So taking the right thigh, pulling it in towards the chest. Now, if you are inversion free and you're using the props, if this feels a little bit too high for you, always know that you can take one of those blocks out and come down a level as long as it's healthy for you. One more breath here. And we'll move into a spinal twist from here. So you can take that leg and guide it across. If you're on props and you're fearful that you'll fall off, lift your hips, move them over to the right, and then take the right leg across to the opposite side. This will make sure that you don't fall off. And the placement of the head is up to you. You can look straight ahead or you can turn the head to the right, whatever feels the best for your neck. One more breath in the twist. And gently bring yourself back to center. If you need to pick up those hips and readjust them, then go ahead. And we'll switch to the other side. So the right leg goes straight, Left thigh comes in towards the chest, wind relieving pose. Moving now into the spinal twist, so the left leg will move across the body. If you need to adjust the hips, pick them up, move them over to the left, and then make your way into that spinal twist. On your next breath, bring yourself back to neutral, squaring off the hips if you need to. And let's find our Shavasana, letting the legs extend long underneath you. Or if your lower back is unhappy with that, feet can be mat width apart and knees can fall together. If it's chilly where you are, grab a blanket and place it over yourself so you stay warm. Arms out to your side at a comfortable angle, but no higher than the shoulders. Let your eyes close and take rest. Gradually start to deepen your breath. Find energy in their fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. And let the arms extend up overhead by your ears. Bring the legs together long underneath you for a nice big stretch through the body. And either hug the knees in towards the chest or bring the feet flat onto the mat and gently rock from side to side. Find your way onto your right side into fetal position, using the bottom arm as a pillow for your head. And gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. And either bring your hands to prayer position in front of the heart, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. Hopefully you feel a little bit more settled, a little calmer, and got some of that excess energy out from your day. And take a few moments now for some gratitude, something you're thankful for in this moment, and a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. If you are interested in more winding down, then check out this video next. And all of these evening practices are in this lovely playlist right here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.